podcast with Webb and Smith.
Brick by brick, baby. I'm freaking out, Webb.
There be no man. Stupidity is going to be an asset. What a bunch of crybabies.
Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video. Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video.
All right, folks, here we go. Welcome. It's the Wager Maker podcast. I'm Smith. That's Webb. We are the Wager Makers. Webb, say what's up.
Hello. What's up, Smith?
Hey, guys. All right, we're back live. Thanks, y'all, for joining in. Hopefully, we can get some comments in here. That glitch button, dude, I don't know, man. He's with us all every week. I don't know. That's pretty cool. I'm going to take this one banner down saying we'll be back soon. Please bear with us. Oh, we got some new bells and whistles too, Webb. I got some like sound effects.
Look at you, man.
Now.
Look at you.
Look, listen. This might bring back some memories for you.
Wager Makers Express,
yeah,
baby.
Wager Makers Express. We got.
Oh
man, we got. This when your picks come in, I got some booze, stuff like that. Really cool.
I was out in the garage. The Wager Makers Express.
I can show this on the screen. Yeah, there's glitch button.
There he is.
All right, so we can show that like that, and that's how we're gonna do it.
Oh,
so
cool. Look at that.
And I'm gonna show comments on stage. That's the whole thing there. And all right, thanks all for joining us. Glitch button. That's a guitar. I think that might be dude. Congratulations to your nephew, by the way.
Dude, that is
Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah.
Big Stewie over there.
Woo pig, right?
Yep. Dude from I don't think baseball New Jersey guys get all recruited to the SEC.
Oh, right. And then, I know Carolina and someone else was looking at him too. So
yep. Awesome. So all right, we're back. Listen, we had some input from last week's thing. I just want to let Nick Perone kind of reached out to us to say, hey, man, I'm tired of the Savannah Bananas, the Taylor Swift news, even though there's big Taylor Swift news this week.
Yeah.
I promise, Nick, this week we're going to get down to football. There's going to be no more Taylor Swift. There's going to be no more Savannah Bananas.
No more assholes.
And there's going to be no more Sophie Cunningham, unless we really feel the need to talk about Sophie Cunningham.
Right. She could be my background, maybe.
As we say, yeah, that would be good. That would be good. If we have faces for radio, maybe we'll just leave her.
That's
up
right.
there.
That's right. I might go back to the sunglasses like when I was in the garage.
That's cool. All right, so there, and he was kind of complaining and bitching. He had some picks for me on the thing. I was like, man, you see the intern. Picks. Now you're telling me picks.
Yeah, Nick's picks. We could feature those picks. That's not a problem.
We'll have to look up.
Nick,
so
send your picks again.
Yeah. I don't know. I might erase that part. Also, Rev G, who's his stuff is so good for our thing. He wins half the.
He can't wait to get back to the next. He can't wait to get back to the next contest. I'm just gonna run I'll just run a $500 over to his house. Real quick.
drop off the bag and leave.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So, but he also says, like, we were both in on the Giants over 5.5 last week. He says, no way. It's going to be tough. They I think they won 3 games last year. It's going to be very hard pressed for them to wind more. I say the quarterback play will be exponentially better. That in itself is going to get you to the 6 games you need.
The division is down. It's not going to be as strong as it was for a variety of reasons. And it's like 6 games is not much to ask. I think that's a pretty strong play.
Yep. Speaking of our regular listeners, Chad Arnold might be kicking himself this week a little bit.
He should have taken it. Yeah,
he should have taken that $100 bet that we got. My team your team just got a little weaker. I should say. I know you got serious thoughts on the Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones situation. What's your thoughts on the big trade yesterday?
I'm just glad there's an end to the fucking circus drama soap opera. Jerry Jones is like a 13-year-old adolescent girl. As soon as you mess with him personally, which is how he took this, you're regardless of the fact that the Cowboys are supposedly in the business of winning football games. That's how he acts. He did the same thing with Amari Cooper when he would get vaccinated or whatever, when he said he would. Listen, I don't care. That's the bottom line. I mean, I wish I could be a different fan, but I don't think I can be. Jerry Jones is beyond annoying. He admits it, that it's just he's all about clicks or relevancy, which they're going to be relevant every game of the week now, because they're going to say, how did Micah Parsons do? How did the Cowboys do? How did the Packers do? So even in that sense, it's a great deal for the Packers. And I don't give a shit. I mean, he's been on a team, 3 or 4 years? They haven't won a playoff game with him. So, whatever. I'm just glad it's over.
Yep. All right. So do you think I mean, what do they get? A couple first round picks and some
2
other
first rounds, and I forget the dude. God, Kenny Clark or some Clark, 10-year veteran. He's a real good, one technique, nose tackle type thing. Now, at least that's who's going to play for the Cowboys. He was a Pro Bowler last year. They obviously they get gashed every time in the past 3 seasons in a row, playoffs games, just ridiculously embarrassed by the run. So hopefully, and Jerry mentioned that in his thing, but I'm not sure. I don't think that was the reason behind the trade. It was all personal. Listen, we'll see what happens. Again, I'm glad it's over, and who cares? Let's just go play the football games.
Yep. What's up, Chris J, Glitch Button, Nick Perone? What's up, boys? All right, so also a little local news over here. The Saints picked Spencer Rattler as the starter, but what it matters, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm going to sign off here if we keep talking about the Cowboys and the.
All right, that's why we're going to get to picks. I want to talk about. Listen, this is the time. Mike Lynch reached out. He needs 1 pick. He's got an office pool. We are here to beat all the secretaries in the office.
Yes, we are a resource.
Yep,
for free.
I help you guys clean up at the office by the old water cooler, as they. I don't know if they still say that, but everybody's got their own big Stanley mugs nowadays to drink out of. But we're back when we were growing up. It was these hung out by the water cooler, and you got the football pools going. So we're here to help Mike Lynch. I can tell you this: I got several picks. He needs one particular one every week against the spread in college, and I have several picks. But sometimes for me. The more picks I have, it just means I'm less confident.
You don't like anything.
Yeah. It's kind of like having 3 quarterbacks on your team.
Right.
It means you have none. If I have 10 picks, it means I don't have 3 good ones that I'm.
There's no doubt. I have.
Well, we're gonna help.
I gotta say, I'm super
excited.
This is a piece of cake.
Super excited. The things are for real now. Totally real. There was a game yesterday. I'm 1-0 personally. Had South Florida yesterday against Boise at home, getting some points. Webb is 3-0. If you remember from the show last week, Webb last week had Iowa State over there in Ireland. He had Kansas for the big cover, and
over, I think.
And there was another game. It was 3-0. It was documented. Documented.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm upset, Smith, that if we had done this show this time yesterday, I'd be another 3-0, because that was a fairly easy day yesterday if we just took the points. You mentioned who'd you take? South Florida. I had Ohio, South Florida. And then I bet against somebody late, Nebraska. So that was 3-0. They were, no one covered, obviously. That Rutgers game, maybe try to keep it local here for me a little bit. That was a little bit too close for comfort. I mean, Ohio's good. They're legit. They have that coach. He's been there for a while. He was the coach of Nebraska. I think Frank Solich maybe is his name. But a little too close for comfort for Rutgers, but they got the win. And some of these other teams, man, I don't know, dude. I just don't know.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this, Webb. By far and away, and especially now, it's always been this way. But even now with the transfer portal and all the different stuff, it's always been week 1 of college football has been a crapshoot anyway. So all I can say is tread lightly going into the first couple weeks of college football season. Nobody knows. We don't have the inside track on who's who. Like some teams don't even name a quarterback until they show up on game time. Unless you're really on the ends with the teams and shit like that. Tulane's their quarterback thing is up in the air. Everybody's thing is up in the air. Unless it's a dude that's definite starter from last year. They got transfers all over the place. LSU's got transfers all over the place is how they build their roster. We've talked before about how Dabo not into that transfer portal thing, but it's just the way things are going these days. So really the first weeks of college football season are complete crapshoot.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's hard. but the thing, the transfer portal, the timing of it is silly. Like the dudes were transferring like recently. Like that's the problem. It's got to start or stop at some point where you can kind of get a handle on who's on the team and who's going to play. And another just thing that we like is teams that have played already. So anyone who's 1-0 or even 0-1 does have I think a pretty distinct advantage going into this week.
I was looking at that though, and it seems like Kansas State and Iowa State were like big numbers for that reason. You know.
Yeah, well, they're also playing. I see Kansas. I like that dude's been there. The quarterback's been there since we were in high school, I think. I forget his name, but he's good. He's exciting. But they're laying 45.5 or something to Wagner, which is just a game on the schedule. It's right. Silly one way or the other. And then who else did we mention? It's funny that UNLV game and Sam Houston game. It's 1-0 versus 0-1. We'll talk about our picks on that later, but that'll be interesting to see. Two teams that coming out after shaking some of the rust off, see what happens.
Yep. So we're going to get some picks. It's Friday. Right. If you don't know, we're live. It's Friday afternoon. This game, they couldn't throw us a bone on the afternoon.
Dude, it's ponderous. Ponderous.
They got games last night. They had a couple games last week. They got a game last night. They couldn't throw us something 2 o'clock, 2 p.m.
It's terrible. We talked about this often, Smith and I. Like the scheduling is horrendous for every major sports, and why is there everyone in the world has a half day today? Why is there not a game on any game? Like you said, there could easily be Rutgers could have played that game. I get Rutgers want to play at night. There easily could have been a game that starts at 6 o'clock today, started at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, depending on where you're at. And then Major League Baseball misses the boat every fucking time. How is there not a day game every day? It makes everyone's done. Everyone's done today at 1 o'clock. What are you doing? You're going to go to the bar, have a beer, whatever, just grab a quick snack, whatever. There should be a game on that you could ban on.
There's a ton of games today. You couldn't throw Western Michigan and Michigan State on this afternoon. You couldn't throw
there's a lot going on in
Wagner and Kansas can't play in the daytime.
Right. Is there a lot going on in up in Michigan right now? Like you couldn't start that game earlier.
Yeah. So I think let's just get right. Let's get right to some picks, man. Why wait around? It's just got a message from Lynch that he's listening at work. So we'll try and keep it NSFW. That's not suitable for work.
I was wondering
we won't bring up green dildos real loudly in here, and a couple of other things we might talk about. I don't think
I've said the word fuck yet, so that's a bonus.
There you go. There's fuck number one. Mm-hmm. And we got new for now on. Whenever we say fuck, if I'm fast enough on this thing, we'll just be like, oh fuck, and then we can be like, we'll just pop one of those on for you. Like that.
Oh, and a big shout out to Rocco Pajinski. What's going on, little man? You probably in school, or maybe you had a half day today. I like the Bucks this year, buddy. So let's see what you think, Buccaneers.
Yep. So all right. So it's Friday afternoon, Webb. What do you like? What are you seeing out there? I think we both mentioned this one game. It's probably might be the bigger matchup of today, other than the Colorado Georgia State, at least big time conference game, like Baylor and big Power 5 schools, Baylor and Auburn.
Yeah, some names for sure. I mean, there's no reason Auburn's favored simply because they're a home team and they're an SEC team. I think. I got Baylor here written down +1. It's not the strongest play of the week, but I will take it. Just because they're a decent team. They're at home. They had a better season than Auburn did, but biggest game on the board name wise. So let's take a point. And
this is kind of unlike me.
Everybody checking in.
Hey Marty, this is kind of unlike me to go against the SEC in these non-conference type games, but I like Baylor, man. Their quarterback, he's like a returning steady quarterback. Their running back and wide receiver.
That's something right there, right?
Yeah. It's unusual, and so you're going to have some consistency. I like the coach over there at Baylor; done a good job.
Yeah, I like him too.
I like them. I got them at home, but what was the number you got over there? Last night was +2.5. Maybe it's gone down a little bit.
I only got +1 here.
All right. So it's gone down a little bit, but they're at the home game. I like them. I like to win this game just out of continuity from the position players from last year.
Well, we changed lines, Smith. As soon as we put it out there that we like Baylor, that's going to move the line.
That's true, man. We we move it. We move it. That's what we should start putting our bets in before we get on the show. Maybe.
And I don't think either on these teams, like, it's no devastating loss. They're both seasons are going to ride on how they do in conference anyway.
Yep.
Not to diminish the game at all, but Auburn's going to live and die. They got to win some ACC games. If not, it doesn't matter. Same with Baylor.
I got, obviously everybody talks about the Sanders crew, Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, the other Sanders. They got kicked off the Tampa Bay Bucks already. I don't know what Colorado is going to have anymore. It didn't seem like they recruited very well outside of the dude Hunter and the Shedeur and the Sanders family. That, like, their offensive line was always pretty weak, it seemed to me, and their defense wasn't much, it seemed to me. And then Georgia Tech is kind of a team that's pretty steady, solid, on the rise. I think they got athletic quarterback. I don't know what to think of this. I might just go over on this Colorado game is what I'm thinking for Friday night. Just hope both teams can find a way to score a million times.
You're correct
or not be able to stop anybody score.
Right. Yeah, the thing with Coach Prime is, I mean, those guys, you're right. Anybody he brought over that played, majority of the guys that played, certainly the skill players, all came from him wherever he was at before. And I don't know. It seems like the bloom is off the rose a little bit over there. Shedeur's gone. Travis Hunter's gone. You haven't heard any like these big switches that he got, like Florida State flip. He had a couple of big flips. I guess maybe that kid's still there, but I don't know. They're getting 4 points. That right there just tells you at home against Georgia Tech, and they do seem to play in these early season games every year and play well in them. If I had to go with the game, I would take the points. I don't know what's going to go on scoring wise. Georgia Tech usually runs some kind of crazy offense, so maybe. But my lean would be Georgia Tech minus the points here.
Wow, Georgia Tech minus the points you like.
Yeah.
And that, like you say, that kind of shows you what Colorado is about, because
that's what I'm saying.
Georgia Tech, nice team. They'll play some top teams, and all right, Brad, I got you. The Missouri, Georgia Tech will play some nice teams and play well against them, but usually lose. And then they'll beat the teams they should beat, the Wake Forest and all that kind of stuff on the schedule. But to go on the road, non-conference opening day against Colorado, who's been pretty good, bowl eligible the last few years, and go on, it's like I don't know. I don't think there's many teams in that type of category that they'd be laying 4 or 5 points to on the road opening night.
Yeah, I mean, how many times are they going to be favored by more than a field goal? Not many. And like I said, that's just a reflection of who they're playing. Yeah, I think Georgia Tech, did we bet on them or against them? Did they open up in Ireland last year against Notre Dame, and they showed well?
I don't know.
They seem, I'm going to get the producer, my associate producer over here, to get on that, and he'll check our picks from last week.
We used to have an intern, but now he
just yells at us. Yeah.
He's like, about time. No more of this dumb shit.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for reaching out, Brad. Yeah, he's disappointed we didn't talk about Missouri. Sorry. I know the last score I saw was 33-0. But let me know when they play somebody next week. If they play somebody next week, I'll be happy to pop the Sophie Cunningham up here as much as you need to.
100%.
But this one is for you.
I did.
There you go, Brad.
There you go. I did look at him last night, Brad, but it was just, among the other stuff, it was just too many points. It wasn't too many games. It was a solo game. I would have been all over.
Yep. So yeah, no doubt that's one. That's another one could have been played today. I would have been watched it all. I would have watched the whole game.
Silly, right?
Yep. Right. Over the years, I've been on Missouri quite a bit. They're like one of my teams, like one of my go-tos when I got nothing.
They're in the rotation.
Brad's in my ear all day long telling me about all the top picks they get. How great of a recruiting class they had every day, all day, every day.
For him.
Yeah. All right. So all right, that's a couple. Yeah. Anything else Friday, or want to get straight into Saturday?
No, wait, hold on. Yeah, man.
All right.
I looked at Michigan State. They're not good. And Western Michigan is okay. 21 is too many. I think that's a TV game too. I don't have the TV schedule, just the bookie app up here. We talked about Georgia Tech, Colorado. UNLV is a good team. They're laying 9. I did look at that, but Sam Houston can score, and they're decent too. They're middle of the pack of that conference. I went over here. They're both going to score. I think, I had them over, I think, last week. They scored like 48 points. And Sam Houston, I think, scored 28 or something like that. I like the over here. I know Litch can't use over and unders, but I like that one pretty good.
All right. Over. So that's a definite pick for Webb. Over on a UNLV. And I think you mentioned San Jose State, too. You're liking that.
I like this one a lot. Central Michigan is not good. They were 0-6 or something on the road last year. San Jose State is middle of the road. That they had a winning record. They do occasionally. You'll see some pros come out of there. Minus 14 at home. I don't see Central Michigan and keeping this one close. San Jose State is one that they're gonna run up some numbers and get it going.
Yep. And it's funny. Central Michigan was kind of remember during COVID they had those MAC games out in the middle of the week, and Central Michigan was kind of my jam back then. Yeah. But
they weren't playing well. Lynch. So that's one.
It's all new guys. It's all new guys for now, I'm sure.
Yeah. I would consider that one for sure. Mob. What's up, Scott? I meant to say hello. All right, Saturday. What you got? Oh, this is funny. I had a little parlay into this.
Go ahead.
Well, the first big game, obviously, and again, the wager makers changed the line on this. I love Texas plus 1.5. I did see it at plus 1.5, and then I saw it at minus 1.5. It's settling at a pick. I love Texas in this game. Lynch, that's another one to take a look at. I'd like to more getting a point or 2 or a half. But the latest, again, Nick, just put the earmuffs on. The latest thing was that the Cowboys are going to parlay these first-round picks in the draft in Arch Manning in 2027. That's the
here we go. You know how much I hear in Saints country about what we're going to do for Arch Manning in the next 2 years?
Yeah, but the same. I mean,
just like they just going to fold up the dome for 2 years,
right?
And just fucking wait for Arch Manning to come out.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's just a stupid thing that's out there. But I wouldn't put anything past Jerry Jones. He's clearly Jerry Jones. He's clearly senile at this point.
Funny, there's Garjul turned me on to a good documentary.
What, on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah,
Jerry Jones story.
So I've been watching
that lately. I'm a couple episodes in. And,
I'm boycotting.
This would be a good time to remind everybody. It's not too big a deal, man. Reach right now and hit share on your thing, and then all of a sudden we'll be live on your post there. That's a good idea to let everybody, just remind everybody that. So, but I like Arch Manning as well. I think it's his time. It's time to break out. It's time to do something. He's patiently waited his turn.
He has, and I think that's an attribute to him. Like, he didn't make any noise.
Yep.
Last year.
Yep. Just came in, ran a few running plays as a man. Like they used his legs on a couple plays. He came in, filled in for Ellinger or whatever his name is.
Dude, that's fucking old.
That was 18 years ago.
Yeah,
you know who I am. Same fucking guy. Same guy.
Yep.
Same guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same guy, had a pretty good career.
Yep.
Ran around a little bit. Same shit.
Hey, he's cracking NFL checks.
Yeah. By the way, I like over Colorado, I like Texas. So we both like Texas. We both like Texas in this one.
Yes, I would.
On the road at Ohio at national championship.
At the Neds, yep.
Yeah, that sounds like us. That sounds like a pick we would make. Opening night.
There's
on
a whole
the road
lot going into
at
it.
the defending national championship, Ohio State Buckeyes in the horseshoe, and we're going to go the other way.
Right.
That's we both agree. We both agree to go the other way.
Like, not like no doubt. Send it in.
Yeah,
pound it.
You might want to go the other way on that.
Yeah, pound it.
All right.
I got a question for you on my next game here. Indiana where is your quarterback, the Saints quarterback from? Indiana? Slow
Rattler?
Or whatever. The other guy.
He was Louisville.
Okay. I do like Indiana minus 24.
All right. Webb likes Indiana minus 24. I got no thought on that. I kept it to the
Old Dominion is weak. Indiana had that crazy year last year. This is just no contest in this one.
All right, getting better. I'm showing 24.5 here for that one.
That's incorrect.
All right. Well, I mean, just on the ESPN app, you tell me what's
minus
you about to
24. I
correct me
just
by
told
half
you.
a point. You're going to correct me by half a point or something?
Goddamn right. If they win by 24, I am.
All right. All right. I want to quickly reach out. You know, I'm always a Tulane backer. I've been on Tulane a lot on these shows. They are not ready to be laying points to a Power 5 school, even if it's Northwestern. I think their team, they lost a lot of good quality players last year. They had a badass running back. Their quarterback's good. They don't really know.
They transferred, didn't he?
Yeah, they got a bunch of transfer quarterbacks in even I think that the dude from BYU came and transferred, but I think he might be nicked up. They have not really named a starting quarterback, and I'm sure that's just in name only. They all in the building know who it is,
right?
But I just feel like that's a big ask to lay Northwestern some points early on in
I don't even have that one up here. What's the number you got there?
All right, I got Tulane and Northwestern is bear with us.
That's surprising I don't have it. It's Saturday, right?
I think it's Saturday. Maybe it's Friday. No, it's Saturday.
I don't see it. That's why probably there's no line because they don't know who the quarterback is. That's why I don't have it.
No, it was there. It was here. I got Tulane's minus 4.5. It's 11 a.m. Central Time tomorrow.
Down there, though, right? Gotta be.
Yeah, noon your time. Yep.
Yeah, the BYU guy was was fornicating. It looks like so that's why he got jacked out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll leave that one to you.
All right. I'm telling you, I'm going Northwestern, which I don't usually do. I'll usually go with the Tulane dudes. We have big game. Saturday night. Tigers versus Tigers. What line you got there? I got LSU getting points, dude.
Clemson minus 4.
Yeah. I'm taking LSU, bro.
Yeah,
you know
shock. Nick Perrone just fell over in shock that you picked LSU.
Yep, LSU, baby. They have a chance. The last time I picked them to be national champions, they became national champions. That was the Joe Burrow year. I might even said Joe Burrow. I might even on this show said Joe Burrow's going to win the Heisman Trophy. Now I'm not saying that about Nussmeier. This dude can fucking play. He knows how to play. And
the better quarterbacks on the other team.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Big time.
I don't see that. What's his name? What's his name again?
Klubnik, I think.
Yeah. Cade.
I'm gonna. That's a big point. What I mean by that is from 3 to 4. I don't see LSU winning the game. I like Clemson. Gun to my head, I'd pick Clemson, but you did mention Nussmeier. He's a player. I think Kelly's one of the shittiest coaches out there. Certainly.
By the way, here we go again. LSU is 0-5 in the last 5 season openers. I think that just shows how tough a schedule they play, but also that might be a dumb thing to schedule that kind of teams.
It really hasn't worked out.
I mean, how do you start when you're 0-5 in opening days? And that's again. Me, they're 0-5 opening days. So what am I do? I'm gonna take LSU on opening day.
They're due.
Yeah.
I don't like LSU in this game. I'm not. They got players. I'm not sure how they are as a team. I'm obviously, needless to say, I'm not a fan of the coach. I think Clemson's just a better run, top to bottom, and they have a better quarterback. Not that Nussmeier's bad.
Yeah, Clemson's good. They beat up on the Syracuses of the world all season long, and then they go get smoked in the playoffs. That's how they do every year. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like them? No big deal. LSU from me. I'll take them.
All
right. Anybody else?
That's not a homer pick, by the way, people. Everyone listening.
Yeah. No, it's a homer because I have inside. I'm inside.
Yeah.
I'm inside the info. What else you like? Oh, I'll tell you one more thing I like Saturday, Webb. Penn State's quarterback, their running back, all the dudes are back. Best dude. They're gonna go over in their game against Nevada. It's a lot. It's 54.5. They might score 54.5 by themselves.
That's quite possible. I mean, they're good. They're stacked. I don't think their defense is going to be as good as it was. I'm not really a Penn State fan. I don't think I even have it here. It was like, what do you got there? 43 or something? 45? The line I'm talking about?
43.5.
And they're playing who?
Nevada.
Nevada's terrible.
Sometimes
terrible.
Nevada has a little bit something.
No. They were like, oh, I don't know. They're terrible, dude.
I remember back in the Kaepernick day. Kaepernick, Nevada.
They were good. Yeah, but they've fallen off a cliff for quite some time. Yeah, that's not a bad pay. I wouldn't. I'm not arguing with you on that one.
All right, cool. And then anything else? Any picks out on Saturday before they got a couple games Sunday and Monday, but you got some picks you like to put out there. We still got to pick the one for Lynch.
Oregon State -1.5. The two worst teams. Two of the worst teams are going to be Stanford and Cal.
Again?
Yep, they're horrible. I bet against Stanford last week. I think that was a winner. I love Oregon State at home -1.5. I'm going to bet the money line -125, but that's a winner. And then Sunday, that is Saturday, right? Yeah, and then Sunday we have the two games. I hate Notre Dame, but I don't think Miami's really good. I'm not a fan of what is it? Carson Beck? Is that his name?
Carson Beck. I got it written down to bring him up here. Like how many times leaves?
All right, wait 1 second. Let's go back to we'll go to that second. South Carolina -7.5 looks good. The quarterback is finally good. It's going to be a crazy crowd. I'm not sure Virginia Tech is quite up to par still. I mean, it's a big half. I'd prefer 7, but I do like South Carolina. I have them written here.
All right.
And then let's talk shit on Carson Beck.
All right. When do you go to the NFL or sell insurance? That's my question to you. And why? How is this game supposed to be so close? Miami had a little flash pan year last year. They're back to that. But then they lost the number 1 draft pick in the NFL in Cam Ward. So I mean, now you got Carson Beck, who's been just, man, come on, bro. Go to the NFL or go to your coach your high school
why would
team.
he do that? He's getting paid. He's got to be getting paid $15 million, something like that for sure. I mean, that's why he stayed. That's why. I mean, listen, if I'm going to flop around every year and have 2 assholes make fun of me on a podcast, I'll make $15 going every team that's going to pay me. Yeah, I mean, Miami last year, I'm a closet Miami fan from Jimmy Johnson days. 2 years ago, they were good, like surprisingly. And then last year, they had the Cam Ward, and they were supposed to be good, but they were way disappointing. I am not a Notre Dame fan. That's clearly documented on this show, but they're just a better run program than what Miami's got going on. 2.5 is not much. Again, it's going to, what's that? It looks like 7:30 at night. I'm betting something. It's going to be Notre Dame.
Yep. Miami's 0-4 in their last 4 against the spread against top 10 teams. And also, here's a little tidbit for you. I'm going under in this game. I think it's
51.
In the mid-40s. What is it?
On the Notre Dame game?
49. Yeah, I got 49.5.
51.
Right, all right. I'm going under. Under Freeman, the under is 3-0 on opening days with Notre Dame's new head coach. They got a new quarterback. And obviously, we talked about Carson Beck. I think Notre Dame's defense is going to be something solid, and Miami's defense probably too. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. There, I said it. Under.
I ain't doing that, but that's fine.
All right. So, and then we got to now, Webb. Your North Carolina Tar Heels. What do you think about this Belichick situation here?
First of all, I love it. I think it's tremendous. I mean, my love for the Tar Heels is, again, well documented on there. We Stacey and Devin were down there just recently. I think it's great. Belichick. I never knew that he had Carolina blood in him. He did say, like, one of the first words that came out of his mouth was, beat Duke, which right there, he's my guy. I do not think they're quite ready for prime time. They have. I don't know if there's anyone on the roster that's not a transfer. TCU is, typically good, right? I mean, 3.5. It's in Carolina. This will be one of the biggest and most raucous North Carolina football crowds you might ever see. It's tough, Smith. I don't know. Over 56 is kind of right there. I might lean under on this game. So I don't know how many points Carolina's going to score. I don't know. I'm gonna lob it back over to you.
All right. We're waiting to see on that one. We got it's Monday night and it's the only game in town.
I mean,
and again, TCU is laying some points in this game on the road, man. But I'm gonna take Bill I'm lightly first week, lightly. There's going to be days when I say bet the farm. I'm going to take Bill Belichick.
Right, a little entertainment.
And his young wife.
Yes.
And his young Carolina wife, plus 3.5 at home on opening day. How about that?
I mean, if I told you I was going to bet TCU, I'd probably be lying when my fingers were on the keys here. Yeah, why not? It'd be a feel-good story. But again, that's a entertainment purposely. Entertainment
right. And only. The easiest one to play for entertainment because it's Monday. So the week is over. You already lost your money or you won your money over the weekend and you're not bailing out. You're not a desperation play. You're not doubling down. It's the first day of the week. You have a little fun. Put some scratch on the home Carolina blue.
Yeah.
All right. So, Webb, I got you with over UNLV.
Yes.
San Jose State.
Yes.
Texas.
Yes.
Oregon State.
Yes.
Notre Dame.
Yes.
And South Carolina.
You can throw Indiana on there for me.
Indiana.
And then, I mean, I did mention Baylor, so I don't want to. That again is an entertainment purposes only. But I said it, so I talked about it, so I got to own it. So, so tonight, 1, 2, 3 tonight, right? Indiana's not tonight, is it?
No, I think Indiana's tomorrow. But I'm not sure.
And then tomorrow at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wait.
All right. Some of those here, it's on the screen. Check it out, man. I got graphics. I got graphics, bro.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Over UNLV 61, San Jose State minus 14, Texas, Oregon State, Notre Dame, South Carolina, Indiana, Baylor. That's Webb's picks.
Sunday. Okay. Sunday, South Carolina and Notre Dame. And everything else is
Baylor's tonight. Indiana's probably Saturday.
Indiana's Saturday. Sunday is South Carolina. Yeah, 3 tonight. Baylor, UNLV over in San Diego State. Saturday is Texas, Oregon State, and Indiana. Sunday, South Carolina, Notre Dame. And then Monday is the feel-good Carolina Blue.
All right. And then here's Smith's picks. We got Baylor, who's agreement with Webb. I got like over Colorado, Georgia Tech. I like Texas. We both agreed on that. I like Northwestern. I like over Penn State. I like LSU. Webb does not. I like Notre Dame. Webb does. And I like the under. Webb does not necessarily agree with that. Either way. So that's our picks. That's our picks for this week. Now we got to come up with one, Webb.
Right.
We got to pick up one to beat the secretaries in Lynch's office. And shout out. He says he's listening to Office. I don't know how many people work in his office, but hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We need one, Webb.
We need one, right?
Yeah.
All right. My strongest plays are San Jose State, Oregon State, and Notre Dame, I think.
Okay. Well, I have no feeling on San Jose State or I think the other one you mentioned, Oregon State.
Right.
I like Baylor quite a bit tonight, but I could take Notre Dame on the road as our pick. I think they're just in a different class at this point than the only question is going to be the quarterback but they have Notre Dame still has that awesome running back. Love, I think is his name. But they have a young quarterback, but you got to think that the quarterback for Notre Dame is going to be cream of the crop, right? Can't be worse than a dude who sat the bench for 8 different teams.
Yeah, I'm not a Carson Beck fan. I just think they're better. And for me to say this in a bet against a team that I quietly like, I mean, I do like them. I like Texas as well, but I guess
again, both games are like big road games. But yeah. I can tell you this: there will be more Notre Dame people at a Miami home game than there will be Miami people. That's not a big home. I can tell you this: that's not a big.
Well, that's going to be.
This would be the game when Warren Sapp is at, and all these other dudes are on the sideline doing Michael Irvin.
Maybe are they playing this in wherever the fucking Dolphins play? Is that where they play all their games? I probably should know.
Probably. Probably.
I'm a talk show. I'm a radio host.
This is in. Well, this is in Hard Rock Stadium, which is where the Dolphins play. But I think that's where they play home games now.
All
not
of
like
them,
yeah. Not like they're playing in the Orange Bowl or something. I don't think.
Yeah, right. So,
this is a lot of pressure, Lynch. A lot of pressure. I'd rather lose my own money than lose to your office pool in week 1.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I would. Miami's ranked 10th. That's crazy. I'm going to back off that. My strongest play is San Jose State tonight, -14.
All right. Well, there you have it, Lynch. Webb wants you to take San Jose State tonight. And I say go ahead, take Notre Dame. Week 1.
I don't mind.
But I am not, again, this is week 1. I am not in love with if I was in love with one, I would tell you.
Well, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, too. This is a much bigger game for Notre Dame than it is for Miami, simply because there's no conference.
Yep.
If Notre Dame loses this game, I mean, that doesn't look good, on any, well, even though there's 75 teams make the playoffs, but it doesn't look good in terms of what's going to happen down the line. And then on the reverses, it's a win. They probably won't get enough credit for it, especially when Miami starts tanking, but they need to. It's a much more important game for Notre Dame than Miami, is all I'm saying.
There you go. Webb likes to go with San Jose State. I'm saying go ahead with Notre Dame.
It's just a function of who you're playing.
Pick it. I don't. Maybe next week will be better for you. I hope you get past the first one. Well,
it's not a knockout.
Yeah, that's why he's got to pick one. He's got to pick one game a week. I would think it's a survivor type thing, no? I mean, shit. Otherwise, everybody's going to be 5-6 record at the end of the season or whatever the hell it'll be.
My phone just died. All right. Well, we'll see. If so,
all right. There you go. You got a bunch of picks. Pick one out of these. There you go. Sorry, Lynch, for the letdown. This
I gave them fucking winners.
This should be us.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 winners.
We'll see if we go 8-0.
9 winners we just gave.
Or we've talked about several games. Baylor, San Jose State, the Notre Dame, and then you had one other one kind of a little bit obscure that
Oregon State
anyway.
And Indiana. The over is good, but he can't pick overs.
Yep. I like that. I like Penn State over. But anyway, as usual,
over.
Wilbur Investigations, you're the shit. Thank you so much. MN3 Technologies, send me a logo, Nick, and I'll pop it up here. You'll be fancy. And Turtle Bay, thank you. Thank you, Turtle Bay, for all you do.
The logo.
All right.
We'll talk off air about maybe we'll get a survivor pool going or something. Perone can
we need some more sponsors.
Perone can pony up with $100.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that sooner than later.
Anybody wants to sponsor, let us know. If you got a hot chick co-host, let us know something. Well, something.
The chicks are clamoring.
And if anybody knows any way to make this better, let us know. Let us know. Yeah, we got sound effects now. We got some pictures. We got some graphics.
Sound effects, graphics, pictures. Look, we got the tote board behind us.
We're learning everything. We got brick walls. We got pianos. Whatever it takes.
Pianos.
Grand pianos. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, John Grove, for the bumper music as always. Good luck this weekend. We'll probably, hopefully, we'll be back before the NFL kickoff next week. That's only less than a week away now. We'll be
probably
all about
do that. Yeah, we'll talk about. Yeah, maybe we can do something Thursday before the game or something.
Yep, sounds good. All right, thank you all for joining us. Webb, take us out.
Brick by brick, baby. Thanks everybody for listening. Really, really appreciate it. Like Smith said, hit that forward or share, and you're welcome. 9-0, baby.
Cool. Yes, win. Week 1, let's win it.
That's right.